CCMA is a political subdivision created by the state legislature. We provide wholesale wastewater treatment to cities of Schertz, Cibolo, Universal City, Selma, Live Oak, parts of San Antonio, and Randolph Air Force Base. The basic function of the wastewater treatment plant is to do two things: protect the environment, protect public health. It protects public health by eliminating harmful diseases that historically have been a problem for people. We disinfect the water before we send it back to the creek, which minimizes the potential for human contact with harmful disease. We also protect the environment by using the treatment process to remove the components of the wastewater that would harm the environment, harm the fish, harm the plant, cause algal blooms. That's the basic purpose of the wastewater treatment. Varies throughout the year based on rainfall, based on how much water people are using. Special events like the Super Bowl will increase flows. But we typically treat around 5.5 million gallons per day. 2.5 million gallons of that per day is sourced from the city of Schertz. For CCMA system, the primary cause of overflows are fats, oil, and greases, and flushable wipes. It can cause a number of issues. So if you let grease sit on your stove overnight in a cooking pan, it starts off as a liquid and then it solidifies. It does the same thing inside the treatment, inside the pipes. So as it moves down the system, it can solidify, it can cause overflows. As it moves to our lift stations, it will accumulate on the surface of the water inside the wet well and cause malfunctions with our equipment that senses when the pumps need to turn on. Again, causing overtime, increasing costs for the ratepayers, and potentially causing overflows. As it moves into our treatment units, the grease and the different components of fogs interact with the microorganisms, making the treatment process less efficient and more difficult on staff. So flushable wipes, or what's marketed as flushable wipes, don't break up in the wastewater like toilet paper or other items that you're allowed to put down. The flushable wipes stay together, they accumulate, they get stuck on pumps, stuck on screens, stuck on pieces of equipment in the collection system, cause overflow, cause overtime, and generally increase the cost for our ratepayers. When you put wet wipes or flushable wipes down your system at your house, they can cause backups, they can accumulate in your lines. If you have root intrusion into your pipes, they can get hung up on the roots. Generally, they cause the same issues as fats, oil, and grease whenever you put them down your system. So the best thing a ratepayer, citizen, resident in the city of Schertz can do to decrease repairs, keep their own costs down, and make our lives easier at the wastewater treatment plant is keep the fogs out of the system, keep the flushable wipes out of the system, keep anything else that could potentially harm the treatment process out of the system. That would be explosives like flammable substances like gasoline, anything like an herbicide or a pesticide that could harm the microorganisms we use to treat the wastewater. You keep that out of the wastewater, it'll keep your costs down and help us do our jobs.